Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Nicky and Victoria in the office discussing her being back early from her trip. Nicky wonders why she didn't get some time to rest. And Victoria claims that they accomplished their goals, so she came home early. Then we go over to the coffee house and we see Elena and Audra talk about Nate and Vick's encounter in LA. And Elena says that Nate didn't deny anything. Audra asks Elena what she's going to do now, and she walks away to a table. Then we see Adam and Chelsea at Society discussing Connor's sudden mood change ever since they told him about Adam's baby that's coming. Then we see Billy arrives at Society and Chelsea begs Adam not to say anything negative to Billy. Then we go back to Newman and we go over to Sally's place and Nick and Sally discuss Nick spending the night there. It was for the first time, and Sally asks him to stay and have breakfast with her, but Nick wants to leave to go see Victor. Sally then begs Nick and tells him not to battle with Victor over her, and she begs for it not to be a war, and Nick says no, he's not going to war, and he tells Sally that. Then we go back to Society and Adam is worried about Connor's feelings and Chelsea says that he will adjust. Then Adam leaves and Billy comes over at the table to Chelsea and is happy to see her and happy that she is all smiles, and Billy finds Adam being civil amusing, and then they continue to discuss Connor's constant mood change and Chelsea, she don't know how to fix it. Then we go back to Newman and Nicky questions why Vick is not herself, and she also questions why Vick didn't come to Neil's service, and Vick says that Devon didn't invite her and Nicky doesn't buy it. Victoria then admits that things got a little bit personal between her and Nate. Back at the coffee house we see Chloe and Chelsea and Sally meet up to discuss business, and then Jill calls Sally. Then over to Elena and Audra, and Elena tells Audra that it's over between her and Nate and says that there is no chance of forgiving Nate and she has moved out. She says she regrets all the energy that she has put into the relationship, and leaving Devon for Nate was all for nothing, and she is disgusted at Nate and Victoria and the fact that the two are just power hungry. Back at Newman, Nicky and Victoria discuss her sleeping with Nate, and she tells her about Audra showing up to LA and Nate confessing to Audra, and Nicky compares Victoria's actions to Victor, thinking that everything they do is right. Nicky asks Vick if she is considering how it will impact Newman. We go back to Society and we see a furious Nick walks past Billy and Chelsea to go over to Victor's table, and he then proceeds to call out Victor and tells him that he has gone too far. Then we go back to the coffee house and Sally informs informs Chloe that Jill wants to wait a moment before they launch a product, and they are back at square one. Then Adam comes in and asks what's going on, and Chloe then leaves. Adam asks Sally how bad is it, and she tells him that the news that Jill is putting them on pause. Then Adam offers Sally a job and he doesn't want for her to dip into her savings. Back at Society, Chelsea and Billy wonders what's going on between Nick and Victor. Billy suggests that they stay far away from it, and Billy suggests that they have a get-together with Johnny and Connor for it to help Connor to change his mood. And then we see Chloe comes in and she's sad and she tells them that Jill is not moving forward with their project, and Chelsea offers for a girls' night to help calm down Chloe. But then Chelsea has to leave for therapy and Chloe compliments Billy on stepping up for Chelsea. Then we see Nick suggest to Victor and says that he's trying to take Sally's child away from her. And Victor doesn't want Sally to take advantage of his family. Victor thinks that Sally is turning his kids against him and using the baby as a negotiation tactic. Nick says Sally passed your test, so just leave her alone. She doesn't want your money. Then we go back to coffee house, and Adam tells her that he has McCall, and Sally is supposed to come work with him. But Sally is not convinced that Victor won't interfere, and Adam begins to pitch the job to her. Sally tells him to slow down and says that Victor will lose it if he finds out that she's working with him. Then Sally tells Adam what Victor did to her, offering to buy her out and for her to leave and leave the baby behind. Adam is furious, and she begs Adam not to go starting any fire with Victor, and Sally says that she doesn't need protection from Adam and Nick. She knows how to fight her own battles. Back at the coffee house, Audra tells Elena to try and convince JT to come again. Then we go back to Newman, and Vick says that she will not allow anything to affect Newman. Nick is worried that Vick will get hurt again, and then Nick arrives, and they all ask what's happening and what's wrong, and Nick rants about Victor and what he did. Then Nicky leaves, and Nick asks what she walked in on, and Vick tells him Elena knows, so does Nicky. Nick accuses Vick of getting what she wanted and nothing else matters. Back at society, we see Adam goes to see Victor. He tells Victor he accepts the job on his terms, and he asks if Victor to back off. However, he will consult him if he needs him. Then he tells him that his daughter and Sally are off limits, and Victor says Sally ran to both of his sons to turn on him. Victor says that he doesn't accept the terms, but the job is Adam's, and he will be there for him when he needs advice. Back at the coffee house, Elena tells Audra that she will think about it, and Elena tells Audra to watch her back because Nate has no loyalties. Then we see Nate sees them talking. Then we go back to Newman, and Nick is mad that Vick breaks up a happy couple, and Vick calls him out for his hypocrisy and says he doesn't need any lecturing. Nick stressed that this makes him even more untrustworthy. It makes him not trust Nate even anymore. Then we end at society, and Victor asks how Adam plans to proceed with McCall, and Adam says that it's none of your business, and he announced that he offers Sally a job and tells Victor Sally works for him and he needs to back off. Adam says that if Sally isn't there, then he needs to find himself another CEO. Thanks for watching. Bye.